yeah, people, we've made it. It's the Nürburgring. We are actually on the hallowed ground. Holy crap. This is a little bit surreal. If you look to the right, look, there's the big roller coaster and ring casino, so you can gamble on your ring. We're gonna go and park up, go and see the sights and sounds. So just ahead is the Nürburgring Congress Hotel, and look, even in this little touristy car park, which is really well paved, there's cool stuff. There's what you think is a Vauxhall Senator, that's actually an Opel Omega in Europe. Over there, mad E30 four-door race car thing. There's a slammed Golf if you're into that kind of thing. But nonetheless, onwards. We're into the Ring Arena, which is sort of the big hub of it all. And immediately drawing my attention here, if I need a new camera car for Classics World, I think an E38 pickup will suffice. Just here, there's a Maybach shop. Now, Maybach are like the really posh arm of Mercedes. There is an extra company that they bought. And right front and centre in the shop is this, a Maybach S-Class. Just look at this thing. Absolutely stunning. It's got pillows like a posh plane. Maybach branding, Maybach pillow. I mean, just look at that. It's a business class jet on wheels. I love it. And it's small wonder it's over $250,000. This is a German Rolls Royce. Want. Look at those wheels. Ring Fan Shop. Prepare to have your financial ring piece battered by the amount of things you're going to want to buy. I mean, for a start, the second you walk in, Lexus RCF Blancpain car. I mean, yes, that is awesome. And the odds of me coming out of here without buying something, pretty much nil. We wander on. This is awesome. So excited. So for a little bit over €10 a person, you can get into the Nürburgring Museum. We've just seen a 4D film about the 24 hours of Nürburgring, and then you get to look around all this madness. I mean, Audi R8 DTM car with a massive T-shelf on the back. Hello, Matt from Furious Driving. Some old LMP1 car. I'm going to have to make a quick correction. I obviously wasn't looking very hard, and the camera makes this look far closer to me than it actually was. That some old LMP1 car was a Porsche 962, one of the most successful 24-hour races at the Nürburgring ever. This really is presence of greatness stuff, and I believe this to be a real one. Just look at this thing. Absolutely incredible. Flat six, of course. It sounds just biblical, turbocharged, and 810 horsepower in an 850 kilo car. So yeah, just shy of 1,000 horsepower per ton. Biblical machine, and all the better when you find out that someone in Japan has got a road legal one. E36 M3, that one might actually work. AMG GTR, this is incredible. I'm not going to try and do a whole museum walk around because I don't have the knowledge, frankly, but I can tell you that that Porsche looks very cool. More highlights coming. Ooh, camping chair. Well worth a mention this, recreation of the Porsche 919, which in 2018 set the fastest lap time ever on the ring. 5 minutes, 19 seconds. I think Super Seicento can challenge that. And while we're at the ring, we'll take a quick moment to give tribute to the late, great Sabine Schmitz, obviously the queen of the ring. So Sabine, rest in peace. Hopefully we can do you proud today. They are just so proud of the heritage here, and why wouldn't they be? I mean, there is no track with history quite like the Nürburgring. Absolutely amazing. I mean, look, old Formula One cars everywhere. If you're into your F1 and your motorsport, you need to come here. This is just incredible. All right, mate. I have to give a quick shout out on the Mercedes display to these. Look, 300 SL Roadster and Gullwing. Never seen one of these in person. I mean, it's just beautiful. And everywhere I look, there are reminders that I've got a Merc of my very own sitting at home. I mean, look. It's like a 1, 2, 3 that you can actually fit on your driveway. Stuff everywhere. Lancia Aurelia, Alfa Romeo 1900 Super Sprint, a couple of Ferrari Dinos here. That is an old Fiat. So it's a great, great, great ancestor of my Super Seicento. There you go. It's not that inappropriate bringing it after all. I'm going to take this as a good omen that my car is going to do well on the ring. German Formula 3 cars, and they're all powered, as I can show you here, by a 1600cc Volkswagen engine. Look, so effectively it's what you get in a Golf, and they weigh 450 kilos, developing around 180 horsepower. So that's over 360 horsepower per ton. I want that. In here, Renault R25. This is a Formula 1 car from about 15 years ago, back when it was none of this 1.6 hybrids with stupid head cage nonsense. V10, cling on for dear life, but it's not nearly as cool as an Opel Manta B. I mean, just take a minute. That is European coolness in a nutshell, isn't it? My dad had a few Mantas and dearly wants one back. To avoid any doubt, this is cooler than the Ford Capri. Late 80s and early 90s DTM on the Nürburgring. I mean, Formula 1 is even more dull when you look at it. I mean, look, Alpha 155. Oh, bring back these glory days. Look, E30s, BMW, Mercedes 190. Yes, Formula 1 can suck it. He knows. If you're into old DTM and German race cars, you've got to come here. I mean, look, Opel Kadett C GT Coupe on some mad ATS wheels. That's super cool. BMW 2002 Ti on some wheels suspiciously similar to mine. See, everyone cool around here has mini lights and stripes and an inherent amount of street cred. We thought we'd come to the end. We're just starting to walk out, and even as you're leaving, there's cool stuff. Look, there's a BMW E36 M3 GT car, complete with original racing suit with it and everything. There's another Opel Omega. This one is a 500 DTM car, a bit more monstrous than the one we saw in the car park. Sierra XR4, and over here, an Audi V8 Quattro DTM with a not inconsiderable snowplow on it, and another race suit. All right, mate. So that is the Ringwork Museum, and it's safe to say, for 10-11 euros, it's worth every penny. Between the 4D cinema you can see, which we couldn't film sadly, the simulation of going in the Nürburgring, all that history in there, all those racing cars, racing suits and stuff, that alone is epic. It's so worth coming to see. Now that we've seen inside the museum and kind of all the shops in and around the Nürburgring, we now need to go and actually see some stuff happening. Yep, just like every photo you've seen, if you listen carefully. Well, I was hoping to catch race car noises, but there's just this really noisy lorry. You can see it behind us. We've made it to the ring itself, the infamous YouTube chicane corner bit we're at now. So I can still hear some stuff belting around. Hopefully we can get a little taste of what we can expect when we go out on the hallowed ring. That sounded weird. Okay then, people, a little bit nervy, and the weather is but we are going to do it. First lap of the Nürburgring in this little nugget.